2022 comedy Hundreds of Beavers is about an Applejack salesman who has to suddenly change his life when both his home and orchard burn to the ground because beavers. He's left out in the cold with zero survival skills and the worst luck ever until he meets a master fur trader, realizes just so much money they can make, and decides to go into that line of work. There's also an ongoing romantic subplot of him flirting with the daughter of the merchant fur trader, where he is eventually told that he can win her hand by bringing him hundreds and hundreds of beavers. The plot of the film doesn't really matter. It is just a vessel to get jokes to the audience, because this movie is one of the silliest things I've ever seen in my life, and I mean that in a very positive way. While I'm sure everyone who's ever talked about this film describes it this way, there's kind of no other way to describe it. It's a cartoon. You are watching a live-action cartoon with a mixture of real guys and some animation, crude and hilarious as it may be. Some puppets are in here. You've got a lot of felt creatures and people in beaver or rabbit or raccoon outfits. It is truly something incredibly special and fun. The odd truth is I am extremely not the target audience for this film, actually. As much as I love old school cartoons, I've never been a fan of things like Coyote and Roadrunner, the ones that are silent and just a series of slapstick stuff. I was always more of a Bugs Bunny fan or Daffy Duck, ones where it's a lot of talking. That's always what made me laugh. So this is not my kind of humor. However, I still cannot recommend this highly enough. I did get some chuckles out of it. I mostly just enjoyed the wild ride that it was. All I can say is, even if this wasn't necessarily nostalgic for me and that I didn't love those cartoons growing up, I really love existing in a world where hundreds of beavers exists.